buenos dias, good day, world, good day. You feel me? It's a great day. Good day. It's a great day. We alive, fam. We alive. We got the opportunity, you feel me, to be of like crazy value and and service to the world and to the Most High, which is fucking, you already know, serving the world through us. Just wanted to read a little passage from two little books that I'm reading. You feel me? We gotta be thankful for all those great people out there that are putting that effort in. The first one is gonna be from this little one that I've been reading for like the past 4 months. You feel me? Sounds 37. Which one are we gonna go with? Sounds 37, right? We're gonna go, and it says, "Fret not yourself because of evildoers." All right, don't worry about the evildoers. Be not envious of wrongdoers. Yo, don't be envious of them people that have more than you, that you know they ain't doing the right thing. All right, don't be envious of that shit, for they will soon fade like the grass and wither like the green herbs. Hey, like the weeds, they ain't no good. Them things is gonna die out. All right. You're like a beautiful mango tree. It takes time, bro. Avocados, 3, 5, maybe 7 years before they bear fruit. Patience, all right? Patience is virtue. Trust in the Lord. Who? The Lord, the divine intelligence within you, that consciousness that is guiding you day in and day out to do what? The right thing. What you need, not what you want. Dwell in the land and befriend faithfulness, befriend righteousness, befriend good, bro. Befriend that loyalty, integrity, meaning doing the right thing even when nobody is watching. Doing your best, you feel me, despite any obstacles. And delight yourself, man. And that divine consciousness, that divine intelligence, that father of the universe, that mother of the cosmic, you feel me, everything, that God, it will provide you what you seek after, right? Now, from here, we're going to transfer to one of my other favorite books right here, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And we're going to go to the last chapter, which is How to Outwit the 6 Ghosts of Fear. And here it says, there are 6 basic fears every human suffers from. Some combination of them at some point or another, all right? Named in the order are: the first one, poverty. We all fear poverty. Criticism, ill health, loss of a loved one, old age, and the fear of death. All other fears are of minor importance and can be grouped under these 6 headings. All right, now we're going to go here. When we create nothing that is not first conceived in the form of an impulse of thought, following this statement comes another of still greater importance, namely, thought impulses begin immediately to translate themselves into their physical equivalent, whether those thoughts are voluntary or involuntary. What you do with your mind, what you allow it to enter your mind, will affect you drastically. You feel me? Most of us that are guided by culture and by bad habits and by the opinions of others, we wake up every morning and the first thing that we look for is distractions. Why? Because we don't know what to expect of the world, of the day, because we haven't planned for the day. We're still thinking and dreading what came before instead of thinking about what we want in the hereafter, right? So we need to be really mindful of the things that we allow in our mind. And he goes, we are here laying the foundation for the presentation of a fact of great importance to the person who does not understand why some people appear to be lucky, while others of equal or greater ability, training, experience, and brain capacity seem destined to ride with misfortune. We see it all the time, We see people that are more talented than us. Like, if you're applying yourself, I know it's not the first time that you've seen somebody that you went to grammar school, to high school, to college with, that every time you saw this individual, you feel me, straight A's, talking the right things, always popular and this and that, and they were all shining, and now you see him today. And you were always that individual that was always in your mind, trying to figure out whatever is going on in your head, why things happen the way they do. You were that introvert that was always thinking, but also applying what you were thinking. And yet now you see these individuals that were getting ahead, that you thought that when you saw them, you were like, yo, I admire this person. I can see him doing great things in the future. And now they're in a fucking hole. You feel me? That motivation that they had before, which was maybe the blessings that they had, that they took advantage of and they weren't able to appreciate. Now they're lacking it. Now they're like, oh shit, life is harder than what I thought it was. Mommy and daddy are no longer there holding your hands. Now you have to hold your hands. Now you have to become your own mom and your own dad. Now you have to be the one that disciplines yourself, and you have to be the one that encourages and gives loves and nurtures yourself. So, yo, knowledge, yes, knowledge does have the potential for power, but knowledge only becomes powerful when you begin to see how can this information, how can this knowledge, how can this information be of value to me? And now when you start thinking about how this information, how this knowledge can be of value to you, you begin to kind of understand. Once you begin to understand a little bit, now that understanding turns into comprehension. Now you understand, like, oh snap, this is how I can use this that I've been learning, right? And then once that understanding turns into comprehension becomes wisdom, because once you comprehend something, once you know that you can act on something, the only other action, the only other choice, the only other step that you have is to act, fam. You're an action. You feel me? Action stems from wisdom, and wisdom is power, because wisdom is applied action. You feel me? If you do not apply what you learn, then you are a simple fool. Feel me? You're fooling yourself, you're fucking yourself over, and you're shooting yourself in the foot. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, everything, every piece of wisdom that we gain, every experience that we go through, every failure, every transgression, every challenge is just an opportunity to help us get us closer to where we want and should and are supposed to be heading towards. You get me? At the end of the day, most of the travesties and things that we see going on in this world is a direct result of our inability and lack of self-discipline and self-control and self-mastery, and lack of willpower to put to make ourselves do what we are supposed to do, what we should be doing, what we need to be doing, as opposed to being a slave to our own will, not being free from our will, and instead doing what we want to do. You feel me? Too often we confuse our wants for our needs, and because we go after what we want more often than what we need, we create the reality that we today live. And I became aware of this on December 26th or 28th of 2016, when I had that first psychedelic experience. You feel me? I got to be brutally honest with you people, because like, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be making these videos right now. These videos would probably be like a year or two from now. You get me? Instead of making it in 2020, I'd probably be making these videos in 2025 or some shit like that, after I gain the confidence. You feel me? After I maybe possibly did some fights. But yo, every day brings with it the fruits of great achievement, man, so long as we put our minds to it. Fears are nothing more than states of mind. You get me? Napoleon Hill, baby. Fears are nothing but states of mind. All right? One state of mind is subject to control and direction. All right? You can control your state of mind. You can control what becomes of your life if you begin to live a life by design, a life that you design, rather than a life by default, one that the opinions, views, and ideas of others, to include the institutional and cultural construct of our society, decides for you. Don't fall prey to that, man. Do not fall prey to comfort. Do not fall prey to fears. Do not fall prey to the doubts of others, to include yourself. Yo, you are blessed, man. You have come to this plane of existence to fulfill a great purpose. You can live one day, you can live 100 years, you can live 150 years, but just know that that one day or that 150 years should be lived with purpose. And if lived with purpose, you will die, or you will continue to live on happily. You feel me? Because death in itself is also, if we give it, you feel me, matter and energy never fucking die, never cease to exist. It only changes form. So long as we continue to grow, so long as we continue to learn and strive towards that, all that is good and all that we can, who the fuck is to say where we set ourselves up for 20, 30, 50, 100 years from now? You get me? We don't know. We only know what we allow entertainment and televisions to guide us into thinking that is, which most time really isn't. All right? You are infinite intelligence, manifested in this physical form to fulfill a continuously creative purpose. And I mean, that's all I got. You get me? I'm gonna close my eyes for like 5 minutes, meditate, and then head into this office and continue to grow, continue to apply myself, continue to strive towards becoming the best version of myself that my intuition and the intelligent force of the universe keeps guiding me towards. And I'm gonna just let that energy keep flowing in through the crown chakra, you feel me, all the way down. You gotta think outside the box, you feel me? Some people say that book was written by God. God is each and every one of us. So, you get me? Read it. You get your own meaning. Don't depend so much on what other people say. You get your own meaning. You feel me? You don't have to listen to everything that I said. Not everything would apply to you, but take the little things that matter from, and the little things that do apply to you from whatever critique or whatever anybody else has said to you. Apply what matters, what is apparent, what is of value, and get ready to fly. Get ready to have and do everything that your heart desires and seeks for in life, man. I'm done. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. 1.